Hello, today we're going to do a quick video on the art of rage baiting and who to look at, none other than the master of this, Asmongold himself. No word of a lie, I must see somewhere in the region of 5 to 10 tweets every single day of people that are complaining and hating, screen recording and, clipping Asmongold on Twitter. And it is an absolute masterclass by him in order to gain more traction, gain more fans, get more viewership. And to be honest, I'm in disbelief that people on the internet have yet to realize that this is what a ton of your favorite and the most popular creators and streamers on the internet do. This is a legit marketing tactic that people do, and it works. The goal is to upset the vocal few in order to attract the many to your content and therefore make the most money possible. If you can rile up 10 to 15% of the internet, but in return you can get a viewership of the other, 80%, 85% of people, then that's a net profit for you. Yes, as a result, you get some haters, but everyone on the internet has haters. This is how you get viral clips. You get people who will be so angered and frustrated that they clip it, they post it online, they complain, it gets millions of views, and from that, you might get 10% of that audience going over to your streams who become fans of you, who become lifetime viewers and have a lifetime value of maybe hundreds of dollars that they will give to you. If you can do that with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people, this becomes your full-time job. I could do this right now. If I really wanted to, I could stare into this camera and say something so absurd that it would rile up 20% of the internet. But in doing so, I would cause damage to me, my own brand, and that is just not something that I need right now. It's not something I want to deal with. There may be a time of my existence on the internet that I do something like this, because I know that at the end of it, it is a net profit for me and, my income, etc. Alright, so we're going to take a look at a couple of clips and posts and things here that Asmongold has got online. This is from the PlayStation State of Play yesterday, as I'm recording this. I don't know when this is going up, so it might be a couple of days late. Let's take a look at this 30-second clip and see what he says.
Okay. Do I have to play as a girl?
Boom, that's it. 20 seconds of this man's life. Guaranteed, this resulted in thousands of dollars for this man. That's it. This is the line. Okay, do I have to play as a girl? That's it. And obviously, because of the state of gaming right now, and people saying that you've got DEI and things like that, in gaming, you've got this Law Jeanette, or Law Jeanette, I don't know how you say their name. Asmongold and his fans share only one brain cell they'll have. Look at what his chat is saying and what he said. So this person is outraged. I think this person may have actually spoken about Asmongold before. They clipped him, posted it online. It has 2.6 million views. Even if 1% of the people who watched this go and watch further streams by Asmongold, that is a huge positive for him. And they've even followed up. And this person gets it. This is what I'm talking about. You guys still don't get it, and this baffles me. I don't understand how people don't get this. Asmongold does a lot of baiting for exactly clips like this, and you fall for it every time. This person's like, good for him. And look at the amount of people who are agree. It's just absolutely baffles me. Yes, it is good for him. That is what these people don't understand. It is very good for him. It makes him a millionaire every single year. This guy has tens of thousands of concurrent viewers. When this guy uploads a clip to YouTube, it gets 1 million views in 24 hours. This guy is one of the biggest creators on the internet. And stuff like this is exactly why. Now, some people who are wise to this actually, commented and replied, exactly, it is. He should put overalls on, he farms so much. The next person, yes, it is good for him. It is good for him. That's the point. Like, you are giving this man money. So some people get this. Okay, but I think the vast majority of people still don't understand this marketing tactic. And as much as people say things like, Asmongold or iShowSpeed, Kaisenat, KSI and Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, whoever it may be, right? Neon, Alan Ross, all these people that are in the top 100 creators, XQC, right? All these people that are the top 100 creators of the internet, they all do something along these lines. Something that will upset a very small minority that are very vocal in order to propel themselves into the spotlight. To become famous, you often have to take some risks like this, and you have to have, some level of haters. Quickly as well, if you don't believe that this man and other people in, the upper 100 creators of the internet don't do this stuff on purpose, if you watched the stream for an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes after this moment was clipped, you'll see that he actually goes on to compliment the gameplay and that he doesn't really care that you have to play as a girl at all. He says it doesn't affect the gameplay. It doesn't matter that you play as a girl. If the gameplay is good, then that's all he cares about. The other section where he says, do I have to play as a girl? That is purposely clipped, purposely said to create engagement. Another post about Asmongold that's happened in the last couple of days. Am I meant to be intimidated by this guy? Asmongold wore this shirt for a month without showering. Stuff like this again, almost 1 million. That will have 1 million views by the end of maybe tomorrow. Just stuff like this again that, gets yeah, he probably did actually do this. He probably did actually wear the shirt for a month straight. But that is the sacrifice that he goes through to get articles and posts like this written about him in order to get famous. We'll take a look at one more here.
And people actually, there were apparently a dozen or so people that actually read all 90 pages. And after they looked into it, they found out that, in fact, she was the one that had cheated on her husband while he was on deployment. So if you look at the engagements here, let's read some of these. And I'd be pretty mad too if my wife fucked 5 different men instead of me. She put out a twit longer begging for attention and looking for, approval for cheating on her fucking husband. It's crazy. And
there you go. And then what you end up with now is, oh look, we've got another tweet by someone. Fuck Asmongold. He's a slimy piece of shit who thinks that what Fruit's husband did to her was okay, but not made up, mind you, rumor of her cheating. Asmon is not safe to women if his community wants to stone a woman, even for the assumption of cheating, blah, blah. There's so many posts like these about Asmongold on Twitter, especially Twitter and Reddit, and then he gets clipped a ton, on YouTube as well. And all this stuff that is said is because he knows that it will get a reaction out of people. The result of this, as I've already said, is becoming a multi-millionaire. Some people say that Social Blade isn't accurate before we dive into this. I can tell you as a smaller creator myself that it absolutely is. I will tell you how much money I've made from YouTube this year or in the past 365 days, and then we will type in my Social Blade and we'll see how accurate this is. So, Asmongold, this guy has multiple channels, by the way. So Asmongold TV, projected yearly income, either 250k all the way to basically 4 million. I can tell you with 90% confidence that it is closer to the upper end of that margin. It is likely somewhere in the region of 3 to 3.3 million. And then we have his Clips channel. Again, 166k to 2.7 million. Again, this will be in the upper region because the Clips channel and his main channel is all long form content. It would be on the lower end if it was shorts content because the RPM is much lower, but his RPM for long form content is probably in the region of like between $3 to $7 per 1,000 views. This guy's making an absolute fortune from this. So let's go here and we'll put in my social blade. Here's me. Estimated for me would be 2.2k earnings. I can tell you that I have made around 1,750 this year from YouTube. So it is incredibly accurate. It is the upper end. And just in case you don't believe me, let's load up my YouTube channel and have a look. Alright, so here's my YouTube studio. You can show this stuff now, I believe before you couldn't, but like over the past few years you've been able to show it. So here is my report for the last 365 days. Obviously, I blew up because I lost my job and that got me tons of traction. That's where the bulk of this money comes from. 1,702, I was a little bit off. I was like, you know, £48 off. This is delayed by 2 days, I think, though. Yeah, so I'm probably really close. I was probably like, I don't know, maybe like £35 off. So that is incredibly accurate. So this guy is making an absolute metric fuck ton of money. Here he is. Look at the views on these. I've watched quite a lot of these actually. Look at the views on these. 2 hours, 178k. Let's just say his RPM is like, again, somewhere in the region of $3 to $7 per 1,000 views. This guy in 2 hours probably just made like $400 in 2 hours. And that will get 1 million views probably, because look at his other content that's been up for like a day or more. 800k, 900k, 1 million, 900k, 2 million, 1.2 million. That one isn't doing as well for some reason. 1 million, 1 million basically, 400k, 800k, 800k, 1.3 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 500k, 1 million, 1 million, and this is in, you know, this is in less than a week. This guy is generating probably like 7 to 10 million views a week. How many views does he actually have on YouTube? 2.7 billion. Yeah. Like, it absolutely baffles me that people fall for it. So yeah, just to circle back, as I said in the beginning, this is like a legitimate marketing tactic that tons of your favorite creators and even brands will use and have used for many, many years. Online, due to the like Twitch clipping era and stuff and just the age of the internet, this is known as rage baiting. Basically is what we'll call it, rage baiting, or like, you know, clip baiting is what a lot of streamers will call this. But the actual like industry term for this would be outrage marketing, which is like the attempt to create awareness for your brand or an individual by intentionally sparking a reaction from people. That can be shock, anger, you know, make someone upset. The biggest one is usually anger. My camera always changes color like this. This is a bit of a tangent, but I'm sorry if this is annoying. So yeah, but in recent years, obviously, rage baiting, rage marketing is what this is called. So yeah, and it's a slightly different. Rage baiting usually is creating content that is going to manipulate someone into giving you a response that will engagement farm and attract followers. But it's incredibly similar. It's basically the same thing. And rage baiting usually involves saying something offensive. So there you go. Just wanted to make a video on this as it's something that I see every single day, and I want to make videos on things that I'm interested in and things that I would genuinely look at and research in my spare time. So there you go. Asmongold as well, if you have for any reason reacted to this, congrats on the success, and keep doing what you're doing because it's clearly working for you. Also, I'm the guy that lost his job to AI. You reacted to me a few months ago. Hi. My camera doesn't focus. I need a new camera. Who knows? Maybe I'll get to a stage in life where I start saying outrageous things online to get traction, because it clearly works. That's all. Thanks for watching this one. I'll see you in whatever the next video is. Goodbye.